Hey everyone, and welcome to Friday Sew Along here at Linda's. I am Corey Pearson. You've seen me through After Hours, Corey's Cast, Stream and Shop, a few things all over. And then Tracy Mooney is here with me. She is our Chief Marketing Officer, and we are just having a good old time. This is completely impromptu. It really wasn't planned. I kind of messaged her this morning and said, hey, how do you feel?
And you made my day.
It's been a week, honestly. I said, you know what? Let's just have fun. Why not? Like, I mean, we're just going to sit here. We're going to play. If you have any questions or anything you would like us to answer in regards to quilting, sewing, Linda's, anything, we're here. We can see the questions. We can see the chats. Mm-hmm. But we're kind of just sewing away. We've both got different projects, I think, that we're working on. But for those of you that don't know, Tracy, again, like I said, is our Chief Marketing Officer. She did a podcast with me. Ooh, when was that?
Ooh, when did I start? I feel like it was September.
I think it was September when it launched. Maybe September. So yeah, I think it was September. But she did an episode of Corey's Cast with me where we really got to know a lot more about her. So definitely hop over to that episode and give it a good listen in because it is really interesting. She's got a great story, and you definitely want to listen into that. But like I said, we're just here playing with projects. We don't really have anything set in stone. Chantelli from the retail store, my auntie, will also probably hopping over and hanging out with us as well. So we are super excited about that. We're getting some feedback issues. Let's see if that's any better. We'll see if that's any better. Maybe. You know what? I should let me check my phone too. That'll be a good thing.
Oh yeah, and I just realized my phone was near the computer, so I'll move that away as well.
Let's see if that fixes anything. Again, this is completely impromptu.
It is indeed.
Oh, that's much better. Okay, yeah.
She said, my bad, it was me.
Oh, Barbara, it's fine. We've all been there, trust me.
We've totally been there. Oh my goodness.
We have all been there. So Tracy, what have you got? What are you working on today?
All right. So I have a brand new sewing machine. I just bought it on New Year's Eve. And so I literally have had minutes on this machine. So when Corey asked me if I wanted to join him on the live and sew, I was like, yes, please. So I was hoping to have a little extra time today because it is an embroidery and sewing machine. And I was hoping to do an in the hoop project, but I just didn't get it all together in time. So I'm working on my secondary project. That is an ongoing project.
Okay.
It is what I do with all of my scraps.
Ooh.
So I take my scraps and I cut them into 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles.
Okay.
And then I turn them into potato chip blocks.
I love a good potato chip. Yes.
So here's one that's like a little Halloween one that I did.
That's cute.
And I've sort of tested them out in all different ways. I did one in like a Lori Holt collection.
That's pretty.
But then I got all of these really pretty oranges and purples.
Ooh.
And so I'm actually going to be working, I think, with the oranges and purples today because I've got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks done in that collection. So that's what I'm going to work on. The reason why I chose this today is because your seam allowance really is kind of key for this block. And I'm going to be testing my 1/4 inch seam on the new machine to make sure that I can get it lined up and see where it goes.
Oh, girl, you brave. Not doing that. Well, I mean, I guess it is a scrap or you're doing a scrap block testing, so it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's, you know what? It's not really going to matter, you know? I mean, I'll know as they're going together if they don't fit and where I need to make adjustments.
True.
So.
Very that. Okay, so today I am working on, I bounce between a ton of different projects just because I've got these, and you know me and my Tula bags. I've got my project bags all over the studio right now. It's all over the place in here. And I've been trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to work on. And I stumbled on, you know the Julius Handmade, the paper piecing
Yes.
author. Okay. Did you know he came out with a free block of the month club?
No.
Let me tell you. Okay.
Do tell me.
So he came out with, he does it on his website. It's juliushandmade.com, I think. I can look that up. But this is his first block, but it's a free block of the month club. He's doing one every month for the year. And these are all paper piecing, because y'all know I have a thing for paper piecing. And his instructions, are just top notch. I think he just does a great job. But like, that's the final block. And so it comes with everything. You just print it at home, scale 100, and you just look at all these instructions. I mean, oh my gosh.
Wow.
So I think that's what I'm going to work on. It might change midway through. I don't know. Probably.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. So, and then I'm using you said what?
I said, because we're just hanging out here.
We're just chilling.
We can just work on whatever we want.
Yeah. And then, Mom's watching us from the beach. Hi, Mom.
I saw that. Hi, Diana.
Hope you're having fun on your trip. She took a solo road trip. She thinks she's somebody. And is going and seeing the southern portion of the United States.
Correction, Corey. She is somebody.
She is somebody. You're right. She is somebody. Let me. Thank you for correcting. She probably gonna drive back and knock me out now. But yeah, so I'm really excited. Great question, Annette. What is a BOM? It's called BOM is just short for block of the month, but it forgets the T part of it. But block of month, and so this one comes out every month on his website. It's right here, juliushandmade.com. Yeah, guess I could have looked at the pattern. But yeah, so his come out monthly, and it's free. And so I thought, why not hop on that and give it a try?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to start working on.
All right. That's perfect. I need to get my little box. Let's see if we have any other.
You don't see any other questions?
That looks like fun.
Yeah.
And Tammy says hello from Minnesota.
Hi, Tammy.
And he says hello from chilly Daytona Beach.
Ooh. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again. It's just Friday so long where we just chill and hang out.
Audrey would like you to please spell the name of the website. Please spell it.
Yeah, I can. I'll drop it in the caption so y'all can see it. Because if I start spelling it out, who knows what I might say. Apparently can't even read. So let alone spelling, that's going to be a whole nother problem.
It's all good. It's all good.
Let's see how this pops up. There it is. So again, that's his free block of the month club. Go over there. I think he has a newsletter too that you can subscribe to. I might be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But we absolutely love Julius. He's actually recording Tracy with me next week for a podcast. So it's very exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go back to his website now. I checked out his website. I want to think. I don't remember. You told me about him before Christmas sometime. And I went to his website and you know me. What have I said about paper piecing?
No.
I said, no, thank you.
No.
And then I saw his designs and I went, oh, maybe.
Yeah. No, they're really good. And he's a great designer. And I have to give props to Brooke from Starlane Quilting. She's the one that got me into paper piecing because when I first started, I was like, absolutely not. It's not happening. I put the project that I tried in the closet, and it's probably still in the closet actually. But she's the one that got me into it, and I've had so much fun with it. But he's an incredible designer. He was on I think he still has it on Etsy, but now he has his own website as well, so you don't have to go through Etsy if you don't want to.
Nice.
Which is great. Yeah. I'm going to go overhead so y'all can see what I'm doing.
I apologize for the little crashes over here. I've got a little kitten that's decided to explore.
Any fun plans for the weekend, Tracy?
Absolutely not.
That That's perfect right there. That's the right answer. Nope.
Absolutely not. No, I don't have anything fun. Get some rest.
Yeah.
And plan my meals for the week, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do that this week, so it was not great around here.
Same.
Not eating the healthiest, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jennifer says hello.
Oh, hi, Aunt Jenny. Oh, yeah, her and my mom are both hanging out at the beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's fun. And then
Yeah,
she says,
Brooks patterns are really pretty.
Yeah, Mom said she loves Brooks patterns too. Yeah, Brooks patterns are absolutely fantastic. She's got one on our website right now called Startup, and it is so, you've seen it, Tracy. It's so freaking cute. So cute.
It's Star with 2 R's, correct?
Star with 2 R's, the only way to spell it. How is everybody else doing? How was y'all's week? Do you have any fun plans? Are you working on any projects right now while we are doing our little sewing ones? For those of you just joining us, I'm working on a block of the month, and Tracy is organizing her fabric stash.
Mm-hmm. I am. That didn't work.
Oh, and she's learning.
I'm trying to figure out my sewing machine because
she's learning her new machine.
Quite different from my last machine. So,
which machine did you get?
I got the Brother Luminaire 3.
Ooh. Have you always had a Brother, or have you?
I have trying to sell another one that I've got. It had and I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it was the Dreamweaver. So it didn't have embroidery, and I really liked it, and just really wanted embroidery. So I've really wanted an embroidery machine for almost 25 years.
Yeah.
And always just said, oh, I can do without, I'll settle. And I was never really happy when I settled.
Yeah.
I did okay for a while, and then, and then I would have problems, or I'd change machines. And so I finally last year decided that it was time to just get a machine that I absolutely would love. And so I spent months researching what kind of machine I should get, and what was going to do what I wanted it to do, and really just have the capabilities that would last me for a while.
Yeah.
So Landa just asked, is that Julius handmade? Yes.
That is. He is. I'm doing his.
Gary said you will love the Luminaire. I already do. I haven't even made time to go over and take a lesson on it yet. So that's in the plans for coming up in the next week or so that I can learn the embroidery side of it, and actually get a little more of an idea of the capabilities that it's got. Because it's got some serious capabilities. It's got a camera. It's got a projector.
What?
It's got a projector that actually shows me the decorative stitches on the fabric.
Yeah.
So that I can make an adjustment to the size of it before I even start stitching.
Oh, snap. That's cool.
It's something.
All right. We just got to learn how to work it, but that's it.
We do. And I mean, I've definitely done a couple of seams, and I've stitched out. So this is one of the things that I did this past week. It can do edge to edge quilting in the hoop. And so I stitched up a little Wally design, and then I was able to put the edge to edge design around it and tell it exactly how far away from the design without going over it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Elizabeth, where are you from in Colorado? I just moved to North Carolina from Colorado.
Lisa said she is going to try the startup paper piecing from Brooke this weekend, and she also said you will love your Lumineer.
Oh, yay.
Yay. But yes, you're gonna have so much fun with startup from Brooke. It is absolutely incredible. I think Brooke's on Instagram watching us. She could probably tell you how many I've done. I've done quite a few of the startups because it's a great design. And it's just fun, especially if you're learning paper piecing. I had someone up in the studio yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And she said it's like putting on your brain backwards if you're used to traditional piecing.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And that's what Brooke always told me. But I never really got into traditional piecing, so it didn't really I was just like, oh, okay, I don't really have to rethink anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think that's why I kind of just fell into it easier. But it's so much fun, and I love the points. It's like the one behind me. This is Julius's new pattern that's about to come out. So that one's. I think if I back up, you can hold on. Let me press a button and see. Oh, there we go. So those are the new wings that he has those. You've seen his original set. This will be the new one. That'll be on his website. So he sent it to me to test, and now it's my backdrop.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
I can't wait to get it quilted. I've got a great idea for it. Great idea.
Oh, I bet you do. You do. All right, so Elizabeth is in Elizabeth, Colorado, southeast of Denver, and Landa's in Arvada. I was in Golden, and then I was in Lakewood the last year I was there. So, yeah. So, does Brooke have any tips? I don't know if you would know this, but the problem that I've got with paper piecing is that I absolutely love how perfect you can get things.
Yeah.
But I hate pulling the paper out.
Oh, yeah.
It's my least favorite part.
The tip on that one, and from what my experience, she's got a few actually. Brooke's got some really cool stuff when it comes to her ideas of how she thinks about paper piecing. It's absolutely incredible the way her mind works. But we just hit the couch with a little bowl of nerds, and we just sit there and we all help each other. It's a circular motion.
Is that your go-to candy? Like your nerds are your go-to candy?
Have you had the nerd clusters, where they're gummy on the inside?
Chewy?
Yes.
I have. It was a little bit weird for me. I love gummy. I love gummy everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I ever really loved nerds though, but my kids all love nerds because they're all your age,
Yeah.
So they all love the nerds.
Yeah, that's another thing Brooke got me into was the nerd clusters.
Nerd clusters.
The first time I was at her house, she was like, "Have you had these?" I said, "No." She's like, "Just stay for the weekend because you're gonna need them."
Oh my gosh.
And I tell you, that's my buddy. She's so good. And then, all right, what we got going on? I see the chat blowing up. What's going on?
Yep. Elizabeth said, "Try the freezer paper method of paper piecing. You don't have to rip it out." Oh, are you talking about I've been seeing? Oh, what is her name? Oh, there's a designer. And I can't remember her name right now.
I think I know who you're talking about on TikTok, Facebook Reels.
Yeah, I keep getting the ads on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just rip the paper right off the back, and I'm like, oh, see, that looks lovely.
Quilter Select has one. When I was at Houston Market, Jennifer gave it to me. I have to try it. But it's you can print it on, as long as it's a black and white thing like this. Mm-hmm. You can print it on the this water soluble type of paper. Oh. And you use a water pen and go down the seams, and then it just falls right out.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I got to try that.
Oh, I might have to tell Jennifer to send me some.
Yeah. So that was great.
That seems kind of cool. They used to have a paper. I don't know if they still do in Quilter Select, but they used to have a paper that you could run through the printer, and then you would just leave it in, and it would sort of partially dissolve, but it would fluff up a little bit too.
Yeah.
And so I used to use that one. And I had used it on a few different projects. I'll have to show you sometime this project that I did. I needed to do a color option for one of the magazines. I think it was McCall's Quilting or something like that. And we had one of her name just went out of my head. It's too late on Friday. I'm not going to say her name. Okay, so we had this design in the magazine. We wanted to do a color option, and it was a bear, and it was small. It wasn't very big, but it was in 2 parts. And I got the brilliant idea that I should use flannel. Like, thing with flannel.
Yeah.
Not the greatest. Not the greatest. It is literally too thick. Like it was also it was also some Maywood Studio fabric, so it was like super thick.
Yeah.
And so I did the 2 blocks, and I went to put them together and realized that our graphic designer had accidentally flipped one of the designs. And so basically the bear head and the bear butt went together. And so I kept it in my office up on my wall for years because I was like, I just wanted people who came into my office to know I don't take myself too seriously.
Right? Oh goodness. Let's see. We've got Brooke is watching us on the IG, and she said that she loves that you made it a point to make sure we mention that the star is with the 2 R's. And then we've got she also said you're gonna love your brother machine. She's got a brother as well.
Nice.
She said the nerds always help. It is true. It is true. And Julius is watching us. Hi, Julius.
Yes.
And then let's see what else is going on.
Probably check my Instagram. I think we're streaming to my Instagram as well.
Did we set that up?
I did. I don't know if it needed to go a further step or not.
I'm screaming. It's just one of those days. I told you. It's just been.
Yes, it just really is.
It's just been one of those days.
All right. I think I'm going to test my glittering steam now. I think I've got everything in the proper place. All right, we're going.
There we go.
Except I need 1 block in front of me so I can remember how to do it.
Oh yeah, it's always good to have a little blueprint.
Yeah.
Landa mentioned that the water-soluble stuff might be sticky. So to watch out. Yeah, I could see that one wet. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't tested that Quilter Select one yet, so. But I know I've got it. It's somewhere, and I'd have to ask Nick where stuff is. I don't know.
Sue says she prints the FPP on newsprint sheets. It tears easier than copy paper. I do have some of that. I have, I'm trying to think.
Hurt myself with these scissors.
There's a print, a newspaper print that you can buy that comes 8.5 by 11. And I that.
Yeah, that's the stuff that Brooke's startup pattern that she sells here. She prints it all on the newspaper print, so it's easier to tear. And I just have regular printer copy paper because I was lazy and didn't want to go to the store to grab or go to our store to grab the newspaper print. But yeah, that news just. And then also,
that's really like you just have to walk across the parking lot.
I know. But I have to go up and down stairs now, Tracy. Between one place and the next. I am getting my steps in. But yeah, that makes it a lot easier to rip out. It's also easier to rip out if you do. Why am I pointing scissors at? I'm put those down.
Wasn't even looking.
I know. They're also easier to rip out when you tighten your stitch length. So working at like a 1.6 or maybe even a 1.4 helps out a lot because it's that paper so perforated, so it just kind of falls off. Another Brooke trick. I don't know where I'd be without her when it comes to this. She's incredible.
I think it's always helpful to have some. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Okay, so I did my first seam and I thought, okay, this looks really small for a quarter of an inch. But the true test, and I just finger pressed it open, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to put the next one. It matched perfectly.
Woohoo!
First time. It's the small things in life, especially this week.
Okay, low key, the way that you got like the way you're like, oh wait, I thought like you sewed over your finger or something.
Sorry, I get very excited about sewing.
Oh goodness. Hey everyone that's just hopping on with us. Tracy and I are just having a fun sew along Friday. We are chilling, hanging out after the long week that it has been. Long week that it has been.
Corey has had an exceptionally long week.
Yes, I have. We are doing some amazing, fun stuff here at Linda's that takes a bunch of time to do in the background.
Yeah.
But it's incredible, and it's all for y'all because we love y'all so much. We really do. Oh, Tracy, did you see my email this morning?
Which one? Oh, yes.
They're back.
Oh my gosh.
They're back in stock.
Yay!
I'm so happy. Yes.
I need to get one of those. I'm going to have to get one the next time I'm in Texas.
You don't have my hooking strip yet?
No, I don't. Wow.
Well, it's been nice sewing with you today. Yeah, you do have to get one. When are you coming back here? February?
Yeah, I don't know.
Aren't you back here in February?
I am.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I am. Okay, so Julia said he prefers copy paper. He likes that it's more sturdy.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. It does give it some more oomph to it.
For sure. And Landa says 17-pound vellum paper. Easy to print and tear out. I haven't used the vellum paper, gosh, in a long time. I remember it used to be like a staple at quilt shops for a period of time. And then I don't know that I've seen it in a long time.
To be honest, I've never heard of vellum paper.
Vellum paper is, have you ever gotten like a wedding invitation and there's like that sheer piece of paper over the top of it?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like thick. It feels a little plasticky. That's what vellum paper is. And it goes through the printer really nicely and it tears clean.
Oh, okay.
And on that sturdy note, like it's definitely very sturdy.
And that said, when are you getting the KISS bundle back in? Very good question. We have the order out. It should be hopefully on its way very, very soon. We love the KISS stuff. Y'all love the KISS stuff too, apparently. Yeah. And so we are hoping that it gets in soon. If you go to our website though, and on the bundle, there's a notify me option. You can click on that. And then whenever it comes in, the system will alert you that it's in so you can grab it before. Hopefully we ordered enough that it won't go out of stock for a while. But if it does, you get it before anybody else.
Yeah. It within 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of have to have it within 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, we kind of have to.
I want to give you everyone a view. This is what my workspace is looking like right now. I've got papers all over the place because I decided to cut everything as I went. Or not as I went, all at one time. And one thing about Julius's block of the month, this month, or it might be all of them, is on these papers, I know it's hard to see on camera, but there's words in some of the seam lines that say glue edge number, whatever. And so you just match up the glue edge numbers with the glue edge numbers. And then I'm assuming, if I'm a betting person, that I'm going to line these up, both pieces, and then I just put a thing of glue down them to lock them down. Okay, now y'all get to see the top of my head. Yeah, that's what it would look like. Cool.
The way you have to.
Yeah, there we go. Yay, look at me. Let's see. Landa said, I used to get translucent paper from Nancy's Notions before they closed. Jam paper is what I ordered from Amazon. Oh, okay. Randy, I love Corey's hook and snip. It makes it easy to get the thread out from under the foot. And when I use glide foot, I use the glide foot, it's so easy. Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate it. Randy, you've been on with us since day one. That's a legacy follower right there. And we appreciate it so much. Let's see what she said. Stephanie, how do y'all maintain such an awesome front store staff? You know, Stephanie, for working in our front store, thank you for asking that question. We do have an incredible team in our store. We have an incredible team everywhere. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are today.
We'll have to give some credit to Chantelli for hiring such people.
That's true. That is true. Julia said, I have 2 of the hook and snip tools. I'm obsessed. Oh, thanks.
I'm obsessed too. I just don't have one yet.
I know. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that.
Yes.
Okay, so I need some opinions. I love opinions. All right, so this thing has 3 colors. You've got the yellow, the goldish, and then like navy. What are we thinking? I'm thinking black for the background. You know, I like a black base on for background fabrics. So I've got this new one from Connecting Threads, which should probably be on our website here shortly. Got a cute metallic base to it, or I've got some Stonehenge too. Do you think the metallic will take away if it's in the background from the foreground?
How big are the strips?
Of the...
On each of those little wedges. How big are those?
Oh, I don't know. I knew you were going to ask me a question. Maybe what? You want me to measure it like this?
Well, I was just curious of like how big of a piece of fabric we're talking about. That's
Oh, I'm with you. This is about 10 inches. Because it's like the background, the dark blue is 1/3 of a yard.
Okay. So those individual wedges is like 1/2 inch-ish?
Oh, these.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously I was not picking up what you were putting down. Yeah, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, give or take.
Okay.
So do you think the metallic would be too much, or it would be like it's kind of exploding?
I mean, it's kind of got that like New Year's glitz to it.
That's where my brain went. Yeah.
Landa says Stonehenge.
Well,
oh my gosh, Audrey, Brian House. Yes, thank you much. Brian House Modern Triangles uses the freezer paper and does great work and can be used over and over again. I might need to try that.
I've got stone. Oh, here's Julius's gnome. I call him Nomeo.
And Julius says, I think the metallic would look great.
Yeah, so those are my 2 options, Stonehenge or metallic. I think the metallic would give it that New Year's like ring-in look. All right, that's what we're going with. Change approved. Look at that. Go team.
Go team.
All right. That's where we'll do that. Okay, so that one's the yellow one. Let's look at my graphic. Yeah, there we go.
So is there like a needle preference for paper piecing?
Not really. I just use a standard like a 14 or a 16 standard. I have a thread preference though, and that's another Brooke staple because I love me some Brooke. She introduced me to 80 weight thread.
Oh yes.
Paper piecing, and so when I went to Houston, I had that wonderful podcast with Karen from Orifil. And she was talking to me about the 80 weight that they have, and so they gave me a little spool of it to try, and I am hooked.
Oh, I bet.
Hooked.
I love 80 weight. I love me some 80 weight.
Especially when all these like seam points have to meet together for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That 80 weight just helps out.
You don't need that extra bulk, you know?
No, yeah. All right, I'm going with metallic, everybody. Thank you
All
for your
right.
opinions.
You got enough votes for metallic.
I did. I haven't checked Instagram in a minute. Let's see. Brooke said that she used the black print on hers and it turned out really, really great. Do metallic. Oh, thank you.
Silly me. I just forgot that I have an extra pedal that actually I have it set up to cut the thread.
Okay, so when I got my new Juki this past month or past few months, I didn't. It was a double pedal thing too. I was going and I hit the other one and I was like, I got to call the dealer. The machine's broken.
It's not doing the right thing. Oh, it's so funny. I appreciated that mine came disassembled so that you could choose which side you wanted the smaller pedal on. Did yours come like that?
No, mine was just, it's like you have the big pedal on the left side and the smaller on the right, but you can tell the right one what to do. So it has like a bunch of different settings. So I was playing around in the settings and I was like, oh, it can do this, 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 and this.
Right. Yep. You can choose what you want.
We like options. We're all about options. I wonder where Chantelli's at.
You know, working.
Working.
All right, this round, I feel like I'm off.
Are you using your 1/4 inch foot or are you just...
I am.
Oh, okay.
But I'm having a little trouble seeing where the where to start the seam.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so we're doing the metallic.
Looks like I got a little off.
Should I do the yellow Stonehenge with that? Hold on. Let's see. I've got a... You know that? Do you remember that bag that we got in Houston? Those, or did you grab one? Those little tote bags that they were selling these things?
No.
Oh,
I just got the Post-it notes.
You got it. This was... If they have them next year, buy 7. These were made.
You guys have to know that Corey went crazy at the booth.
Me? What? Corey? Really?
Crazy at the booth.
I would never do something like that.
I'm so sad. My pen broke. I bought a little fancy.
I love that pen.
I forgot it was in my purse.
Yeah.
And one day I found like the innards of the pen. And I went, what is this? And I think I threw it away. And then realized a few days later that the 2 parts had come apart and were just at the bottom of my bag.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so now what do I do?
I think I might have an extra pen or 2 or 17. I don't know.
You didn't buy 17 of the pens.
No, I didn't. I might have bought 10 though. It's a good pen.
Oh, I'm so mad because I liked the shape of it.
Yeah, it's like it sits in your hand nicely.
I bet it does.
Let's see. BJ said, came late to the party. Why are you gluing the pieces together? Great question. So for the block of the month that Julius has on his website that I'm doing, it has to be, it's all printed on 8.5 by 11 sheets, so you can print it at home. But I did, since I did that, I have to glue some of these pieces together because you're keeping this one big piece so you can do those long strip lines that are part of it. So if you glue that together, then you have your unit.
Stephanie wants to know how you get a quilt by Corey and can she resell them on eBay?
Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie, you can do whatever you would like to do. How do you get a quilt by Corey? Well, we do have machine quilting service here at Linda's. I have I don't know if Stephanie's actually been up here yet. I do have a machine room right over there where I've got 2 Anovas in there and we quilt your quilts and we send them back to you. So that's how you get a... But now if you want an original pieced by Corey...
I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going... That might be a long, long time. That might be a long, long time. Tracy, Randy said, do you have a Stitcher's friend? Love ya. It helps with 1/4 inch.
I do not have a Stitcher's friend. I have. That's a really good point. I should double check to make sure that my 1/4 inch is actually 1/4 inch.
So I I need to make a list for you of stuff you need to get while you're here next time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've never used the Stitcher's Friend, so.
Oh, it's amazing.
No, it's me. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I have a whole bunch of, you drop your needle in it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can see how, if it's cracked.
So yeah, same kind of idea with the Stitcher's Friend. It just allows you, it's got all the different seam allowances plus the scant 1/4 inch. Which some of the patterns, a majority of the patterns nowadays will say if it takes a scant or a regular.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that.
I mean, that's definitely a nice thing.
Okay, let's start. I've been cutting and prepping. Let's do this thing.
Here we go. Go. So is everybody sewing at home? And if so, what are you working on?
Let's do maybe that. Yeah, that should work.
And if you're not working on something, I'm really curious if people have any sewing resolutions for the year that they're working on.
Oh, that's a good one. Chantelle's here.
Hi, Chantelli.
I think she ran over here.
I know.
No need to run. We're just hanging out.
I know. But I wanted to catch y'all before you guys stopped. We just got busy at the store.
Oh, well, busy at the store is good.
Yeah. Minky, I got a cuddle I have on me.
She was cutting the cuddle. Love the cuddle.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit? Do you want to sit down? There's do you want to grab over there, or you can move all the stuff off that chair if you want. You can. But
Is there a rolling one over there?
There's not a rolling one, but there's that chair down in there. Yeah. Might be just one quilt on that chevron chair.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
That's just stationary. Yeah. Let's see. Julia says that he wishes he was sewing, but he is working on redoing his space to do better videos.
Nice.
That's what he's working on.
That's important.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, you can. We'll just.
Who says I'm still working?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love that.
Okay,
We'll be quiet. We promise. We won't tell anyone that you're.
We've got a production going on over here, Tracy. Okay, there we go. So you no longer have to walk under the table to get into the studio, but you have to pick chairs up over your head. You'll be in charge of ironing.
I don't iron. Yay. Oh,
Hi.
hi.
Oh, let me get you on mic.
I'm all like, I'm tiny now.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
So we were just asked if anyone had. Okay, so BJ says sketching out a custom quilt job for our quilt show, customer quilt for long arming. Nice.
Fun. We're talking about sewing resolutions for the year.
Do either of you make sewing resolutions?
I'm too scared to do that.
No, not really. I mean, I tasked myself with finishing more stuff this year because I have a backlog of stuff. I mean, you've seen the closet. We've all seen the closet. Yeah. I've got a backlog of a few things to do, but.
So in my head, I might.
Okay.
But not on paper.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I don't never put it on paper either.
So I am working on Julius's. I showed you his block of the month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm.
I know. I have the wings that I get to. These beautiful wings back here.
So you have his original set.
I know. I noticed that it was a little different than the other one.
So that's the original, and then this will be the new one. Okay. Whenever he releases it, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So you can snag it up.
Yeah.
We could do another one. I don't know if I'll do another one though. I might switch my fabrics.
Julia says his resolution is to make more video content and do live streams.
Woohoo!
Great.
That'll be fun.
Let's see.
And Elizabeth says that she is making a binding to finish a charity quilt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's fantastic, Elizabeth. We love that one. That great one. She's talking about binding. Another thing when I was in Houston, this is my bag of tricks down here from Houston. Did I show you these things that I found? I don't know who the company is, y'all, so I do apologize. But did I show you these strips that I found?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to show you. I'll hold them up. So they're 2.5 inch. I think they're 2.5 inch.
I don't remember who that was.
I don't remember either. It was at
Market.
but
It was that sample spray.
sample spray. There we go. I just purged it from memory. It was so much fun though. It was crazy.
I know. I was like, I lived through y'all.
She lived vicariously through the Facebook. But they're 2.5 inch strips, and maybe this way.
This way.
They ombre. Where am I?
Incredible.
Going? There we go. But they're so pretty. So then I've got like,
I hold that.
oh, genius. Icon of innovation over here, ladies and gentlemen. But they just ombre, and so I can use them for binding or sashings or whatever. But I don't remember who made them.
I know when he brought them in, he was like, check this out. And I was like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, I feel like it was one of the manufacturers.
Mhm.
And we thought it was a clever use of those.
I thought it was really cool. So I don't know. I don't remember who it was, but it was really fun. I'm just gonna sit here and keep rolling. Eventually, there we go.
So what colors are you using on this? I see the black and the yellow. Are you doing the brown, orangey? Or are you using?
I think I'm gonna do black and yellow all the way around it, and then I might do something different in the center. I might do like white and silver.
Oh, okay.
From the glisten set that you gave me. Let's lift it up. I might do the white and silver.
Did you find it?
No. Are these the fat quarters?
Yeah.
No, these are regular yardage.
No, they're the fat quarters.
No, this is a half. Oh, it is a fat quarter.
Those are the fat quarters. We found them! Yay!
No. I wanted to keep them. Darn it, we found it. But I was thinking about doing the white and silver in the center.
Okay.
For the 2025 and for both stars.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I think that's where my brain went.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just do it on this and do the star. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I was thinking at right now.
I know I saw those and I go, I think those are it.
Yeah, there they are. Darn it. You weren't supposed to see that. Let's see. Brooke said that she is ironing her fabrics to test one of her new patterns. So she's been sending me some sneak peeks of some of the patterns she's been developing for paper piecing. Tracy.
Oh, yeah?
You too. You are not ready.
I saw something on Instagram and it had a card on it, and I was like, oh my god.
They're so good.
I'm so excited.
They are so good. Joanne said how exciting this is the first live that she has caught. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. We are just having a fun little sew along today.
Yeah. I appreciate any opportunity to sew in the middle of the day.
Facts.
Yeah. For me, it's before I get too tired and need to go make dinner.
Have you seen me? You've seen me do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you done one of yours yet?
I haven't.
You gotta do one.
I know. I just have to make time to do
Well,
one.
there's that. That's why. You know what? We're gonna start. We gotta set this up. I'll have Nick set it up next time, where we can have 2 machines, and then you can come and you can sew at the same time.
Yeah.
This was totally last minute.
Yeah.
So I didn't prepare, and you can see I've got quite a production
I see that
right now. So got a lot going on as it is. Oh goodness, so much fun.
So Chantelli, have you been working on anything fun lately?
The store.
I think that's something. I think
I do have some new
She does some
stuff.
cool stuff.
I got some stuff happening in there.
Talk about it. Talk to the people.
So we're I've got some, what is it? Kit. What did you do?
Don't look at me. I'm not
Okay.
here. Don't worry about what I did. Just...
Some kits that we're talking about bringing in. Some the Charming Club that we have that we're going to be bringing in, and obviously tons of 45s and wide backs that we will have in. We're getting prepared for the shop hop coming up in March and April.
Oh, talk about the shop hop.
I have a whole thing to come into. Basically, when you come in, you're not going to want to leave.
No.
That's the goal and the plan.
Yes.
The goal and the plan.
It's going to be a destination.
We're excited this year.
Yes.
Well, and then we got, I got Big Tex, my quilt back, or the quilt that I quilted.
Yes, so we have Big Tex that will be
that's
making his debut
at Linda's.
At
so
Linda's.
he'll be hanging up.
Yep.
And then we've got a few other. Oh, I was going to show Linnell's quilt too. It's sitting on my chair.
Yeah, I can get it. Yeah.
Watch out for all
I know
the cords,
she's in the store waiting for you to.
Oh, to talk about it?
Yes.
Hi, Linnell. Sorry. Let's see. Elizabeth said that she didn't make a resolution, but the goal is to use up scrap fabric by making one charity quilt per month. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tracy, look at this quilt that Linnell just finished. So Linnell is our assistant manager in the store. And she did a quilt from a pattern called Meridian, Pieced Just So. Is that the name of the quilt pattern?
I think it's Meridian.
Oh, Meridian is.
Yeah, I think it's Meridian.
I need to go to sleep. I've been here since.
Do you want to show them?
Oh yeah, I should show you the pattern.
Yeah.
All right, so it's called. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so it's called Meridian. Looks super duper cute.
Yeah.
So super. It's a pre-cut friendly pattern as well, which we love that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is. She did it with all of Stonehenge fabric. And y'all know I love Stonehenge.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty?
Wow.
But wait, there's more. She used the ombre backing.
Oh,
it is beautiful.
Wow.
So that gradations ombre that we got in that comes in multiple different.
Good golly, that's gorgeous.
So pretty. So Linnell, beautiful work, stunning quilt, love it.
Gorgeous, Linnell.
And then she used the backing that gradations for binding.
Mm-hmm.
So the binding just kind of transitions throughout the quilt. It's stunning.
Love it.
It's really, really pretty. Let's see. Randy said, "Are you going to have a virtual shop hop?" We didn't thought about that.
We haven't.
There's an idea though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, Randy, you're onto something.
Yeah.
We have everything online.
We have all the stuff
but
online, but we could do something like we could do something like this. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. We're gonna make that happen. It's happening.
Says yummy. That quilt was indeed yummy.
Was so pretty. So pretty.
I was actually thinking when Chantelli mentioned about the Charming Club.
Yeah.
We should talk a little bit about that.
Totally.
That's coming and that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be new to us, and that'll be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go? Unfocused.
I can go.
Yeah, go, Tracy.
Go ahead, Tracy.
I'll chime in.
I'm sure Chantelli will correct me if I say anything wrong too. So, so the Charming Club is a pattern of the month, and it is so stinking cute. So there are 12 patterns in all, and we'll be rolling one out each month. And we'll be making kits available for the projects. Now, they're relatively small quilts, but the cool thing about these patterns is that if you buy more than one, they just Lego up and you can make a bigger project. And so we just chose the first project, and Corey and Chantelli are picking out the fabric. It all works around a 5-inch charm square. And then it's just a charm square and some backing fabric. So the kit cost will be inexpensive. And our plan is that we're actually going to roll this out online as well, and do a little sewing session like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
where everybody can find out what the new pattern is, and we can sew along. And so we're working out all of the details. So you'll be looking for that soon.
Yep,
That'll be a fun
we sure
one.
will. We're excited.
Super excited about that. And last night I think we figured out what the fabrics were going to be.
The fabrics.
Really? Oh, you're gonna have to tell me later.
I will.
Yeah.
They're pretty. So we figured out the fabrics, and then of course, us as a team, we all figured out the first design, like you said. So this will be fun.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be cool that anyone can join. You don't have to be, here at the store to do it. So you're just gonna you purchase the kit club basically. Yeah. And then you are
to just have a fun project to work on that isn't going to take months or weeks or years to make. It's
right.
a quick project.
Yeah, they go together pretty quick.
Yeah, and there's two ways we can do it. Is there's the kit that we make for it.
Yeah.
And then if somebody doesn't want the kit, we could do the charm with the pattern. They can buy the charm pack and then get the pattern to do whatever they wanted to add to it.
So
they don't
have to
do the kit.
If they didn't like the backing we chose or something like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they gave them two options there, the kind of abilities to do it.
Right. So you're not just locked into whatever we choose.
Yeah.
So we are excited to roll that out. So make sure you are subscribed to our newsletter. If you haven't been before, you can head over to lindas.com. Check out all the fun stuff we have on the website, but you can also scroll to the bottom of the website, and there's an option to sign up for our newsletter there. So you can have that. Thank you.
Is it almost 4:00?
I think it's 3:57. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go relieve Lynette because she's got to go at 4.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost 3 or almost 4. It's 3 somewhere. It's almost 3 in another time
getting
zone.
to take her quilt home today?
Is she what?
Is she getting to take her quilt home that you just showed?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we get to give it back to her finally.
She brought it in to show us what she did and everything.
Gorgeous.
I was like, oh, Corey needs to see this. Like, this is beautiful.
It's so pretty. So yeah, we're excited for that club. But yeah, definitely make sure you are subscribed to our newsletter. One thing I forgot to mention that I always do at the beginning of all of my videos, wherever you're watching us, please make sure you're subscribed and following, so you can stay up to date with everything going on here at the studio at Linda's or wherever we virtually land. Cousin said, hi, cousin. Hi, mom. Hi, Tracy. Hi, cousin.
Hello.
Is it that time? I don't want you to go. You just got
I
here.
know. I was hoping to get here earlier, but we got really busy.
I know. That's all good.
So we got a question about Joanne said, are the charm packs something not yet available at the shop?
Oh, good question. Okay, so charm packs without this charm pack club that we're starting, we have a ton of pre-cuts available at the shop. We're getting more all the time as well. So we do have charm packs, layer cakes, and jelly rolls. Yep. And junior jelly rolls. And
fat quarter bundles.
And fat quarter bundles and fat quarters. We got a lot of stuff at the store pre-cut wise for you. The charm pack club will be something that comes out monthly, kind of like a subscription. And that will feature a different thing. It might be one of the charm packs we have in store. Yep. It might be a charm pack that we create ourselves. It just varies depending on what the pattern calls for that month.
Yep.
Brooke taught me to roll this thing backwards. And I was like, you have a lot of faith.
I know, right?
I say that when I see people do that backwards.
He has a lot of faith in me. And she's like, you got this. Do it. And then I do it. And I'm like, oh, all right.
That's okay. When I do t-shirt quilts, I put the square and I go, choop, choop, choop. And then I'll do the bottom. So.
Oh, yeah, when you did that one day on one of our videos, and they were like, what is going on?
I know. I was like, oh, I guess I don't pay attention because I just do it so fast and it's repetitive.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
Probably not.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Auntie. Well, thanks for stopping by.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this will be the first of many.
Yeah, and hopefully next time I can come up and sew with you, make a little project with you.
Yeah, next time I'll have my other machine up here.
Okay.
That way you can keep going. It was at home, so I didn't.
Oh no, you're good.
So
I'm okay to do the.
Yeah, it's nice to have a pressing assistant, though. I'll tell you that.
Right.
That is lucky.
All right, here, let me give this back to you.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for
I'll
hanging
see you
out.
guys later.
See ya.
Are you good to move this later?
Yeah, I can move it later. It's fine. I can move it later. Oh, baby. I see ya.
Now you got another table there to throw stuff.
Oh, that's true. More room for stuff. Yay. You grab one else thing for her.
You want me to?
Yeah.
You need to do anything there?
No, Nick already took all the photos for it, so we're good there. And then if you'll give that to her.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're the best. Alrighty. Tracy, how's your block coming?
It's coming.
Yeah. Can we get a sneak peek?
I could show it in just a second. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not ironing as I go, and I usually like to iron as I go.
Yeah.
Because I like it to be nice and flat, but there we go.
That's so cute.
And you don't have to think about it. That's what I like, is that you don't even have to think. You just sew it and it goes. And that's all. And what I really like to do is I like to take one of these like design boards and lay out the shapes and put it next to me.
Yeah.
And then I can chain piece the whole way.
Yeah.
And that's what I usually do. But this is working out. I think I've gotten things sorted. I forgot that I actually have a laser that I can put on that helps me line up the fabric a little further down from the needle.
Yes, I love my laser on my machine, or my other one that I've got.
I forgot about that. I also am loving how quiet this machine is.
It is super quiet.
My last machine was a little bit loud, so I didn't like that so much.
Talk about I know we've had a question before when I've done a few sewing videos. What is chain piecing? Can you kind of give an explanation?
Oh,
sure.
So chain piecing is when you have a lot of the same shapes. You can sew them all together at the same time and make a big long string. So if I'm sewing these two rectangles and I've got to do a whole bunch for the quilt, I can put them together like so, and then sew down the line. And then as soon as it passes the needle, I can put the next set in right after it. And at the end of the day, you get a big long string. And you can cut them apart, but it works faster. So that it just makes it a little bit quicker and easier.
That is I remember when I first, one of the first things I ever pieced was a gift for somebody. I decided to be very ambitious. And the pattern, or I watched, because I was trying to figure out stitch length, because, I really, up until a minute ago, I wasn't very super versed in sewing machines. I know long arms back and forth. But with sewing machines, it was a little different for me. So what the pattern said, you can chain piece this. And I went, I'm sorry, what? So I had to hop on YouTube and somebody explained it to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this saved my life because it was so much faster. But it's those tiny little nuances.
Yes, indeed. You learn all these things as you grow as a quilter.
Yeah.
And, learn little tips and tricks. I think the biggest trend I feel like right now is webbing your quilt. Do you know about webbing?
Mm-mm.
So webbing is when you can do it as small as a block, or you can do it with your entire quilt top. And basically, let's say we've got a 9 patch, right?
Yeah.
And in the 9 patch, you're going to sew the top row, the first 2 together, and then the middle, the second row together, and then the bottom row, those first 2 together, right?
Yeah.
And if you leave the thread in between and you chain piece it, right? And you take it out and cut your thread, right? But leave those threads in between those 3 different sections.
Yeah.
And then open it up and add the next block in without cutting those apart. All you have to do is turn the block, and then it's basically pinned together.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And so it's kind of hard to describe in words.
Right. No, I got where you were going.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah.
With an entire quilt top by sewing your blocks together in a row.
Yeah.
And then leaving that little bit of thread together. And then it keeps you organized as you're putting your top together, and you don't have to pin it at each of those junctions. So
that's a good idea.
It's a really quick thing. And people have been doing it for a while, but all of a sudden it has just exploded as a trend.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be talking about webbing. This is really fun with the lasers. Oh, look at that. Huh. I can't wait until I know all the features. I just can't wait until I'm not surprised. Like, oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, it does this.
Oh.
I don't know, but isn't it kind of fun though to have like that Christmas morning feeling?
I love it. I love it. I was talking to a friend of mine and she says, you seem like you've changed. Something's different about you. And I was like, I've got a new machine. That's what it is.
So, Tracy, we have a little bit of a situation.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I got so excited to get going with this.
Yes?
I'm piecing it backwards.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It should be fine. It's just the way the seams lay, so I'll have an issue connecting them later, but
oh,
I'm not taking it. So you're supposed to go 1 through 15.
Right.
Yeah, I started 14 and going to 1.
I mean, will it matter?
Not really. I think it's only when it comes to the seam.
I think it'll be fine.
But I think I'll be fine.
You might have a point.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah,
or fine. You could just do this. I just realized. Ready? Can you read this? It's backwards, isn't it? It says bang head and an arrow that says point there.
I'll be fine. It's fine.
My friend made that for me.
That's funny.
When I was working at a particularly stressful job.
A bang head. Just right there. Just right there.
Right there. And it's nice and cushioned, you know?
Oh, that's funny. No, it should be okay. Julius will probably text me and tell me if not, but
nice out if he's still on.
Yeah, it should
probably should be fine. It just, like you said, there might be a nesting issue, but
yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. I just got so excited to get started.
Yeah, well, understandable.
Yeah.
You know, worst case scenario, if those seams are a little bulky, you could just use a hammer, and apparently you can like beat the heck out of it, and that'll help it lie flat.
True. Bang your head. There you go. The Instagram comments come on a different window, so I didn't see this one from Brooke. When you were talking about your laser, she said the laser is so great, you'll never have to draw lines for your half square triangles or geese again.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's funny because I researched for probably months and then started going to stores around here to find like a good shop. And then realized that they were bringing out the new Avenir, which is the new top of the line. And so there were great deals to be had on the old top of the line.
Right.
And actually, when I looked at the features of this one versus the new machine, I actually liked these features better. So I got a great deal. I'm super happy. I'm super excited. I can't wait to be like, I love making projects in the hoop.
Yeah.
I used to work for Lisa Archer, who owns Pickle Pie Designs, and I used to test her patterns for her. And I also used to help write her patterns. And it was so much fun. It was literally so much fun. And it took me a long time to get to the point where, actually testing patterns, not that easy.
No, it's not.
You have to know what's supposed to be in the pattern.
Right.
And when it's a digital file, that's, making your machine do things on its own. That was a different learning curve.
Right.
I love it. I've got 3 of her patterns ready to go. That's what I was hoping to get done today, but I really had to jam out the next few newsletters.
Yeah, I understand.
My day. Okay. I think I just finished my block.
It looks so good.
So it's just super scrappy, and I mean, it's just going to be like a throw quilt, but yeah. So that's what me and actually my friend Michelle, who you'll get to meet when we're at Quiltcon.
Yeah.
She and I started making these potato chip blocks a while back, and we were talking about maybe doing a potato chip block swap at Quiltcon.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Quiltcon.
It's going to be good.
It'll be a good time. This will be our first ever, for those that are watching, this will be our first ever booth that we've had at Quiltcon. We sold machines at Quiltcon, but this will be our first like product booth, and we're doing something a little bit different this year when it comes to products. So if you're going to Quiltcon, definitely stop by and see how we do a booth.
It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun. There'll be giveaways, entries, all sorts of fun
There's
stuff.
a
Raffles, yeah. That you definitely want to sign up for.
Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe I want to do another Halloween one.
Oh, the one from the potato chip block that you showed?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to do. I mean, I don't have anything Valentine's Day to do.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
I wish I had something Valentine's Day to do, but that's okay. Oh, so I started to say I've got 3 projects for Lisa Archer that I'm hoping to at least get one done this weekend.
Yeah.
But I have a purse that's in the hoop.
Ooh.
I have a little a tech case so that it's a little foldable case that has little mesh pockets so you can put all of your cords and things in.
Oh, yes.
And then a little jewelry holder. So I need to get all those done so that I can travel.
Yeah.
So Audrey asked, when and where is Quiltcon? It's actually in Phoenix, and it is February 20th through the 23rd or 4th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah. Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I turned on my light on accident.
Ooh, I just found some really pretty potato chips over here. Ooh.
Let us know in the comments if you've ever been to Quiltcon. Have you ever thought about going? I think the last time I went to Quiltcon was when it was in Austin.
Mm.
It was, I don't even remember, 2018?
That was a while back.
It was a while. It might have been 17. Might have been before that. Let's see. Randy says, Corey, what is the name of the yellow gold fabric you are using? Would it be the gold that I could use for Quilts of Valor quilt? So I'm using, this is a Stonehenge yellow. I don't know the exact name. I don't know if this would be a good gold for stone. They have a darker gold Stonehenge that would probably be closer to the Quilts of Valor gold. I don't know the exact color for Quilts of Valor gold, but I'm just thinking from what I've seen, there is a darker version of the Stonehenge. I'm using the lighter of the yellows, so I think that might be too bright.
It looks kind of like a bee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. But I I have a thing for Stonehenge fabric. I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it comes together. I just think it's absolutely stunning. Yeah.
Ugh.
Annette said that she will be at Quiltcon. Well, Annette, make sure you stop by our booth to say hello to us and enter into the drawing and raffles that we're doing. Do we have a booth number yet, Tracy, or has that been assigned?
Ooh, we do. I can look it up real quick.
Okay.
We got a bunch of comments all of a sudden.
Good. We talk Quiltcon. It all starts flooding.
Yes. Right.
While you're looking at that, Amy said that she's been to Quiltcon a few times. Austin in 2020 was a lot, and last year in Raleigh. She said she's skipping Phoenix this year. Amy, why are you skipping Phoenix? You got to come with me. I can come to Houston. It's fine. Say hello. And then Michelle said it was 2020. Many of my long arm friends went home with COVID. Oh.
Oh.
It's not fun at all.
No, especially in 2020.
It was 2020, but I think, was it one more? Did they was in Austin twice, wasn't it? Actually, I can tell you exactly when it was. I took a picture with Jenny Doan. That was the first time I met her. Was it?
Oh, really? Oh my
I can tell
goodness.
you exactly when it was.
We're in booth 713.
713. It was. I took my first picture with Jenny Doan ever. I was so excited to go meet her. Now we're both excited to see each other, which is fun. But it was February 21st, 2015.
I want to see. Hold it closer.
Well, I can
you?
Hold on.
Everybody can see.
Overhead.
Oh, cute. I probably have my first photo with her too.
I turned up my brightness. There you go, Tracy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, my very first photo with her.
So tall.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, oh, hello. But she was, I mean, she is super duper sweet.
She's
so sweet.
Love her.
So that was like a surreal experience. I waited in line. I didn't know. Oh yes, I did.
All right, I've got mine. Hold on. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
2013.
Oh my goodness! I love your hair.
My hair used to be quite red. And then COVID hit, and I was like, all right, I think it's time to let the red go.
Let it do its thing.
It was time for it to fade. But that was the backstory of my photo with her is she gave me posing lessons in the middle of Quilt Market. And it was so cute.
She's just the best. Are you following her journey on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's so cool. She's in Africa, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say Kenya.
Yeah, she's serving a mission, and it's so cool to watch everything that she's doing. I was telling in my newsletter today that how much technology and I have a love-hate relationship. But from a getting together across the world standpoint, technology is absolutely amazing. When I taught the Calgary Long Arm Quilt Guild this past week, it was so much fun to be able to be thousands of miles away and teaching them all sorts of different quilting techniques. And I was on the long arm. They were at home on all their computers. It was a really cool experience to be able to do that. So it's fun that we can watch her journey while she's on the other side of the world.
Agreed. And, interact with her in real time, even though we're so far away.
Yeah.
I mean, just what an incredible, it's just, she's had such an incredible story and a journey. She's been a real inspiration to me over the years. And I just feel so blessed that I know her and can call her a friend. And she's always so incredibly supportive.
Yes.
Whenever I've said something was going on that was a little bit hard, she always sends me a private message and tells me to hang in there. And she wished, like when I was moving, I was so stressed out, and she was like, I wish I could come over and help you move. Like, what a sweetheart. I mean,
she's so sweet. Incredibly sweet. Let's see. Julia said, sorry if I missed it. Are you guys going to Quiltcon? Yes, we are going to Quiltcon. What was our booth number again, Tracy? I already forgot.
713.
713. We will be there.
Oh, Amy, sorry about your hubby.
Oh, yes, I am sorry about that. We'll be thinking about you.
Yeah.
For Amy, a little backstory on Amy. She is one of the funniest people I know. When
really?
When I went to go install her machine. She lives in South Texas,
Mhm.
and I went with Darren to install her machine. And on the front door, she had 3 pictures and some text, like a Microsoft Word text.
Yeah.
And it said, unless you are, I might be in the wrong order, but she said, unless you are J.J. Watt, the Houston Texans player, Publishers Clearinghouse, or Corey Pearson with my machine, please leave.
You're kidding.
Yeah. And then she had me sign it, and it's hanging up in her long arm room.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But she had my picture on her front door. I said, I wonder how many solicitors walked up to her door and went, no, we're not doing this. We out.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it was the funniest.
The Amazon driver.
Except they announced the Amazon driver too. Oh, it was the funniest thing in the world. I was like, oh, that's a good start to my day.
Love it.
Julia said that he'll swing by at Quiltcon and say hello to us.
Yay! Yay! I can't wait to meet you, Julius.
Let's see. Oh, she said I was listed first. Thank you, Amy.
Oh. It's me. I see what's happening here. There we go.
Alrighty. I have one more piece left for my first quadrant.
Yay. That
I put together backwards.
It'll be fine.
Everyone go to Julius's website and get on his free block of the month, but do it in the correct order, unlike me. But look how it's coming together, Tracy.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Wow. It looks like it's like
I know it's shimmer. It probably looked better overhead. It's shimmers.
it almost looked when you held it up with the lights in front of you, it almost looked like I don't know, like pleather, you know.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing firework action out here.
Yes.
Cool.
It's gonna be great. That's what I like about paper piecing. And it's funny, I used to have a coworker who, and I wish I was still there because she said she loved pulling out the paper. And so if you want to do the piecing part, I'll pull out the paper. It's like, oh, what a great.
That's a good friend to have.
Yeah, like I'll trade you. I'll bind. All right, 1/4 of an inch is coming together, no problem.
That's good.
I haven't even had to do anything. I haven't had to make any adjustments other than figuring out where to line things up.
Love it when it all comes together.
Yeah. I had one machine that was a loaner at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what brand or anything like that. Like it was just a loaner machine.
Okay.
I had the machine for the entire year. Couldn't get my 1/4 of an inch.
Oh no.
There was actually something wrong with the machine. But I went a whole year going, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? No, it was a machine.
Lo and behold, it was the machine. All right, what am I doing? What am I doing with this? What am I doing? I think I'm switching up. No, I'm not. Could you think I don't know if I could get away with black and gold with black and silver already on it. Would that be too much? Oh my gosh, why did I give myself a thumbs? I already told myself no.
That I'm like, why?
My camera automatically puts in like reactions. So, like if I give myself a thumbs up, it might. Sometimes it does it. I don't know. It's weird. There it goes.
There it goes.
Try being on a
phone. Would be too much.
Try being on a phone call with a vendor, like Hobbs, for instance, and I do something and it gives it a thumbs down.
Oh no! Oh no, that's bad.
So embarrassing. Julia said go for the gold.
Black, silver, and gold. Why not?
Go for the gold.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got a bunch of questions coming up.
We do.
Okay. Sue said, is the color/fabric guide for Julius's block of the month or should you just do his colors? So in the all the paper, you find it all. Got a production going on over here, folks. If you could only see. If you only know. It gives you suggested colors. So dark blue, burnt orange, and golden yellow were the colors that he went with. However, I'm deciding to kind of go with my own thing. And as the blocks slowly release, I might change them as lock them more together. But it's completely up to you. It's completely customizable. One thing that was really fun when I met Julius for the first time, we were talking about different colorways to do this wing set behind me. And he gave me the pattern to test, and he said, literally do whatever you want. You don't have to follow what I've got. And I said, nope. Got to follow exactly what's on the design so I can stay focused. And about midway through the design, I was like, you know what? I'm doing whatever I want to do. And
Isn't that funny? I do the same thing. That's so funny. Like,
yeah.
it's sometimes, I think, especially when you're trying something new, it's easier for your brain to learn the thing following what the person is doing.
Right.
And I always will do my own thing with color. Like, and I don't even know that I always need to change it up. But if a polka dot is an option, I'm doing a polka dot. If I'm always a more is more color person too.
Right.
Like, I love a good rainbow. So I just love that behind you because it's
so pretty. I love it.
So rainbow-licious.
The bottom, it's got some really pretty purples. So yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Let's see. Amy said that her daughter has autism and she loves her daughter loves to pull out the papers from projects. That's great.
Take advantage of that.
What type of foot do you use when paper piecing? Great question. I just use a standard hopping foot, open, I guess, standard sewing foot. Yeah, just a regular standard foot, not a 1/4 inch foot or anything, just a regular straight.
Where it's open in the middle.
Yeah, where it's open in the middle. Just regular straight stitch foot. And that does the job. Okay, so I lied. It's not black and gold. It's not black and gold. It's white and gold.
Ooh.
It's really pretty. It's from that glisten set, that new glisten set that we got.
Are you going to do that instead of the yellow?
Well, that would be the border. So there's that.
Gotcha.
You know me, I change stuff up. There's the border around the pattern. So if I border it with that, that's what's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Corey, you should flip it around so that you only see like a 1/2 inch of it. Because then,
you're right.
You can stick it under. Yeah. There you go. And that'll tell you if you like it or not. Looks pretty.
And change approved. Yeah. It's happening. All right.
All right. Let's see if we have any other questions. Julia says that screams New Year's. Brenda, hi from Michigan. Hi, Brenda. And Julia says he loves to see how creative people get with color. I always include a coloring page. Nice. Obsessed with glisten. Yes.
It's so good.
Everyone's talking about it.
I love it. Hey, everyone joining us on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. I think we're on Instagram,
I need
Facebook.
to go over and double check if there are any comments.
You what?
You want me to double check on Instagram if there are any comments?
I just hopped over and looked at them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good. But thank you, though.
You're welcome.
You're doing good over there. People, I think, are just watching and in awe and trying to figure out what we're up to.
Do we need to stop and tell people again what we're doing?
We're just here hanging out, folks. We're just having a fun Friday. We are decompressing from our week.
Yes.
It's always good to get away, have a little creative outlet, even if some of you are still at work. Shh, we won't tell. Your secret is safe with us.
Right. So true.
But yeah, we are just here having a good old time.
Yes.
All right, there's that. Okay, I'm putting on my last piece for this portion. Let's do it. Maybe.
Nice.
Oh, you got to drop the foot. That'll help.
Dropping the foot is a good thing. I know what I like, so I have the option to have it automatically drop when I hit the pedal.
Yeah.
Which I like. And then I have it usually the needle sink in when I stop, and I like it when the foot will hover.
Yes.
I haven't found the button to make it hover yet.
When I got, so this is the machine I'm stitching on right now is my Juki TL18 QVP. That's the one that we use majority of the time here in the studio. The new one that I got with all the fancy features, that was the first machine that I had that had a hover feature with it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
So nice.
Cool with things like that, with paper piecing, with applique.
Yeah. Well, and then with Kiss, with Pauline's Quilt As You Go system, having a hover foot is like you must have.
Yeah. I can't wait to be in Texas when she's there so I can learn from the master.
Yes, I'm so excited to hang out with her I think she's going to be here for a couple of days.
Yes, it's going to be great. We're going to learn a lot. You guys are going to be hearing a lot about the KISS program technique.
Technique, the program, the system.
You know, the thing.
It's a thing. We check each other in a bit for it. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to trim this block down for everyone to see where we're at or where I'm at.
Nice.
So I'm using a Quilter Select ruler. Love my 6x12. We also just started carrying the full Quilter Select line here at Linda's.
Yeah, we did.
So that's fun. And my head is blocking the view. Sorry, guys. This is how I can get the perfect angle. But we carry the full line now. And that's another shout out to Brooke. She's the one that introduced me to the Quilter Select rulers.
Oh my gosh. I've been using them for a while. It's really fantastic when you've got the whole system, when you've got the rulers and the mat, because the mat is slick.
Yeah.
It's not terribly slick, but it's a little bit slick. And so it's just such a great thing. Hi, Terry Lucas. Thank you so much for joining. And Julia said, I'd love a machine that automatically drops the foot when I press the pedal and automatically lifts it when I stop.
It's nice.
It is a nice feature.
It is a nice feature.
And hey, Jude. Jude says hello from Northeast Wisconsin.
Woohoo!
I love when people tell us where they're coming in from.
Yeah. It's always fun to see people watching from all over.
Yeah, agree.
When we do it later at night and then you start to get people from the other side, on the other side of the world. That's always fun. As well. All right, I think I'm almost done trimming. One technique here that I was taught was when you're lining up to trim your units down, you have that solid line around the units and you have the dotted line. Use that dash, that 1/4 inch dash in your Quilter Select ruler and line that 1/4 inch line marking on top of the solid line. Because sometimes after you've pieced so much, that outside dash line might not be perfect 1/4 inch anymore. So you want to make sure that you have that under. Oh my gosh, Tracy, look at it.
Oh, I love it. See, that's what's so great about paper piecing. So perfect.
It's so beautiful.
It's just satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, and then this is the front version of it.
Love it.
It's so pretty. I wonder if I can get close enough to the screen so we can see the glisten. I might be able to. Let's see. Let's see. No, the camera's not focused, then I'm not touching it. I will let that be where it is, but it's really, really pretty.
I only looked briefly before you pulled it away.
Oh, good. So pretty. Oh, I love how it came out. And even with my mess up of going backwards on the print, it still came together.
It's going to be fine. And that part, now that part is added on, it doesn't matter that you went backwards.
No, not at all.
Right?
It's good.
There's a whole conversation happening now.
There it is. They've got a whole thing going. This is what we want. This is what we want. We want all of y'all to hang out. We're just hanging out as
everybody to talk.
A fun community, just chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, Julius and I are both Juki boys. And I remember when I got that machine, he messaged me and he was like, I'm so jealous.
Oh,
I absolutely love that
there's
one.
lots of people who love their Jukies. I totally understand it.
Oh, good. So good.
You know, if I was just a straight stitch girl, I would totally have a Juki. That's what I would probably.
Well, these new ones still, even not just straight stitch, they've got all those fun new stitches in them, and they're it's incredible.
I haven't even tried them. They're very. I like the way they look.
Yeah, when you're here, I'll make sure mine's here so you can play with it.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. That's good.
Terry says Quilter Select rocks.
They do.
She and I are both big Alex Anderson fans.
I love quilters. Well, then I've got my my double-sided wool pressing that I've been pressing on, and then the other side is the cutting mat.
I don't have one yet. I need one really badly.
So good. So yeah, cutting on one side, pressing on the other side, flip, 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 flip.
Well, and I think I really need one because when you're working in the embroidery hoop, sometimes you need to trim the fabric away and you need to support the weight of things. So you need like something hard to put that. And sometimes it's helpful to have it like on your lap.
Yeah.
So something like that would be really nice.
Well, we just got those new. Did you see that new Ironmatic stuff that we got here at the store?
I saw the video that Diana sent over when you guys saw it, but that's all I've seen.
So it's the whole system it's really incredible. We're going to do a video on it. We'll post the one that we did at Market, but then we'll do a further in-depth one here in the studio. But that would be a really cool option too. When you're here, I'll have you check it out and test it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it has like a pad that you can put it even on your hand.
Wow.
And it creates like an ironing surface where you don't have to. You're not going to get burned at all, but you still have a nice steady. And you can even like hold it up to your iron. I'm not going to.
Wow.
But you can press it up to it, and it's incredible.
Right. Okay.
So we'll have to try it when you're here. Terry said that she needs the wool mat. Well, Terry, it's here at Linda's, available for you.
Yes, indeed.
You have got all the Quilter Select.
That was something that I thought it was really funny because when we were at Market and we were in the booth, Jennifer didn't show it to me until like the last day, and I was like, "You're holding out on me? Like what the heck?"
You gotta start with that.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, and then she gave me one of the machine quilting ruler. I can look through it.
Oh yeah.
Machine quilting
Have you
ruler.
tried it yet?
Yes. It's sweet, especially the spot for your hands, your fingers to hold it.
Yes.
And then it has all the markings to create your arches, your clamshells, scallops, little tiny pebble. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's nice. I used it on a sit down longer. And it worked really well.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried free motion yet on this machine. So I haven't gotten there yet, but I've loved those because it grips I don't even know what is on their rulers that it grips the fabric and yet it's not sticky.
Oh, we don't question the science. We just use it.
Yeah, we just go with it. Yeah, it's just nice that it's not sticky, but it grips. And I still honestly use I use Machingers when I'm doing free motion, and I still wear those and use that.
Yeah.
Because I have arthritis, so every little bit that helps me grip the fabric
Sure.
works for me. So that's what I usually do. It's loads of fun.
Julius, if you're still on here, I've got a question. I don't know if it really matters, but you could probably tell us. For your block of the month patterns that you're gluing together, do you have to glue one edge over the other edge, or does it matter? I'm assuming it's this edge on top, the edge that has a little bit of the lettering from the previous portion, so you can match that up. But if you're here, cool. If you'll let us know, that'd be great. If not, that's no big deal. I can just text you. I'm having a full-on conversation with him. Like, if he's here, well, like, if he's not here, he's gonna know.
He's not.
Oh gosh, it's time.
Oh, but he did say 5 minutes ago that he had a Juki long arm as well, which he really enjoyed.
I'm gonna go.
That's funny. And it's funny because they had a whole conversation because Sue had asked about Bernina. We checked out Bernina's.
Oh, yeah.
The Juki boy. And then Terry said, I can't believe Jennifer would hold out on you like that. I know, right? Like, it's ridiculous. And Terry says she uses it on a home machine. So Terry actually is the one who quilted this for me. And you could see the ridiculous quilting on it.
That's beautiful.
It's teeny tiny.
Wow.
Teeny tiny. And that's silk that she quilted. And she does that all on her domestic. Oh, Julius just answered your question.
I usually cut on the solid one. Of the pieces. Then I glue the other edge where it remains. Oh, that would make sense. Okay.
It's easier to see where you're lining it up, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, I'm doing it the hard way. It's fine. Been going backwards, been gluing it the wrong way. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You gotta learn all these things, Corey. It's fine.
Well, when you do a block of the month, it's a little different every time, so it's fine.
It's true. That's how you learn all the different techniques, right?
Right. It's great. It's a great way to do it, especially when it's free. So,
I mean,
you can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that at all.
All right, Tracy, are we calling it?
I mean, 5:40 if you want to. If you're feeling tired.
Fine. Do you want to go? Let's do another 20 minutes.
Okay, that
we'll
sounds
do
fine.
another 20 minutes.
That's fine. And then I'm ordering takeout.
You're gonna have that delivered to Texas, right?
Yeah, you just have to tell me what you want, and I'll DoorDash you.
Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm going to start on number 1 this time and go from there.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Let's see. He said, sorry, on the solid line on one of the pieces. Okay, got it. I was picking up what you were putting down, but thank you for the clarification, Julius.
I just got anxious. There are places in doing this block where while it's very mindless, there are places that it gets like very rectangular and you go, what am I doing wrong? And then you realize, I keep adding to that. It's all good.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I haven't made one of these in a while, so.
You're doing a great job.
Well, I've made a bunch of them, so. It was weird. A friend of mine, my friend Michelle, she actually, do you know Michelle? Do you know Michelle Freeman from Maywood Studio?
I want to say yes. Her name sounds familiar.
Super creative. And she and I both fell down a rabbit hole of these potato chip blocks on the same exact day.
Yeah.
On opposite coasts of the country. And somehow, like, I don't know, one of us she might have sent me a link to one of the videos. We were both watching different videos, but the same exact block.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my gosh, like, how did we both end up here? And at the time, working on, so I don't think I said this to people. I was an editor of Quilting Magazine. So I was the editor of Quiltmaker Magazine for 6 years, I think, and a few other magazines. And we would get fabric headers from some of the fabric houses, which is like all of the fabrics in a new line.
Right.
Together on like a little waterfall thing. And we would always have all of these headers that we need to get rid of or use or throw away. And none of us wanted to throw them away. And so we would just take whichever ones we liked.
Right.
And so I had a bunch of them before I moved. And I was like, oh, they take up too much space. What am I going to do? And all of a sudden I realized I'm just going to cut them into these little rectangles with a strip ruler.
Yes.
And everything fit in a little box. Went from taking up all this space in my, that would have taken a huge box.
Yeah.
To this little tiny box that I can sit down and sew whenever I feel like I just want to sew, but maybe I don't want to think too hard.
We've got some good comments coming in. We've got one watching soccer practice and y'all. Where are you getting this block that you're speaking of? So the block of the month that I'm talking about, this one right here, where it changes throughout the year. That's from Julius Handmade. I'll drop his website in www.juliushandmade.com. He has a free block of the month that he is doing this year on his website. So hop over there. It's a free pattern. You need it. You can print it out on regular copy paper, or if you buy the newsprint paper, you can print it on that. Just make sure you print to 100% scale. That's a must. You want to do that. So that's on there. And then let's see what else we have. I'll leave that up for a minute. Tracy is kind of awesome.
Terry is kind of my friend.
And then we got Quilt Maker is one of my favorite magazines.
Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. Yeah, I felt really honored to be one of the editors. There were only 6 editors of Quilt Maker magazine in over 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So I felt really honored because it was one of those magazines that I always had a subscription to when I was, over the years. Never ever thought I'd be the editor of a magazine,
right?
Let alone Quilt Maker. But it was a lot of fun being the editor of the magazine. It was loads of fun.
And then Elizabeth said, "It has been so fun sewing with, or having someone to sew with today."
Oh. See, I think we should do this more frequently.
We should. It gives us time to step away from our computers.
It does. It gives us something sort of a creative outlet, but we can also talk about what we're working on and get tips from people, and we can give tips.
Yeah, it's just fun. I think it's a great way to end the week or start the weekend, either one.
Exactly. I accidentally left my Slack open.
Oh, I'm sorry. In order for me to run this stream properly, I tell people I have to shut everything off besides this.
I don't blame you.
So.
I forgot.
So yeah, I shut everything down besides the browser that we're using, so I can make sure we have a clean stream. And then shout out to Daryl. He upgraded my internet up here, so I'm.
Ooh, did he?
I'm running good. Yeah.
We love Daryl.
We do. We love Daryl. Knowing him, he probably has this playing in the background while he's.
He might very well.
He's got this playing in the background. Let's see. Terry said that she demoed free motion quilting.
It was so fun. Oh, were you teaching a class today? That's fun.
Now, you said
also in Texas.
Is she doing it? You said on her home machine or on a long arm?
She usually does it on a domestic.
Really?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And she sometimes teaches at her LQS. I just lost the name of the town she lives in.
What region?
It's near Austin.
Okay, so near Austin. Fun jazz.
Yeah. We keep hoping we're gonna get to see each other when I'm down there sometime.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That store was having an open house. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
I love going to an open house of a quilt store. So many different things to see.
Yeah, and there's usually little demos happening that you can learn something new. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a sucker for learning new things.
Same.
And then quilters are all quilters like that?
Probably. And then it becomes our new obsession.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to talk about obsession. Okay, so side story, funny note. We went to Ray and I went to Houston for Christmas to visit my dad and to visit his family as well. And on the way down, I was working on these wings still. And I forgot to bring the rest of my fabric with me.
Oh no.
So as we're driving down I-45, I tell Ray, hey, we got to stop by a quilt store.
No. And what did he say?
But before almost swerving off the road, because he was like, what? He said, Corey, you just left a quilt store, your studio, and a warehouse full of fabric, and you didn't want to grab anything? We had to stop somewhere?
So you're just trying to enhance the local economy.
I said, I'm just helping out the local quilt. I like it when people help us out. I'm helping them out. And he was not amused. He wouldn't even go in with me. He's like, just go get what you need to get. And then, of course, I was in there for like an hour.
Wow.
I was like, ooh, what about this? Ooh, what about this?
Of course you were. I mean, because a different quilt store has different stuff.
They do.
Man.
And that's the fun part about it. I found that shop when I was on the shop hop this past year.
Oh, fun.
It was when we were going to Houston too, and the Shop Hop magazine had all those amazing stores in there.
Yes.
And I keep it in my car with me now.
Smart.
So anytime I go anywhere, I know what stores are where, and I have notes in there. Like,
do they make those magazines for the shop hops across the country?
Yeah. So it's by Shop Hop Inc. is the company. And they've got the shop hops for all sorts of different regions. You know, this for Texas alone, it has its own, but they've got, oh gosh, I don't know, a ton of different, maybe 10 or 15 different shop hops that they do. But there's a magazine for each one of them.
Here, I didn't realize that they had a magazine for it.
Mm-hmm. And it is worth every penny just to have that little, this thing that always constantly refer back to.
Yeah.
It's got great information.
Well, have we gotten the new one yet? I know we had it on the website for pre-order.
Yeah, it's on pre-order right now. They had a delay with the printer, so it should be here next week for us to start shipping.
Nice.
But they still are on pre-order, so if you're looking for an all Texas shop hop magazine, you can definitely hop over to our website, lindus.com, and you can order it, and then whenever they come in, we will get it shipped out to you. What's cool about those is, you have all the information of the stores in Texas, but there's also all those patterns in there too.
Yeah.
So even if you're not in Texas, the patterns alone are really pretty.
Really? I'm gonna have to take a look.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Wow, there's a whole conversation happening. Georgetown. That's where it is. I was like, George. Georgetown. Amy said Terry was a recent speaker at my guild meeting. She is very talented. Her quilts are amazing. I agree, 100%.
That's amazing.
Terry wrote an incredible book too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was all about color and thread, and I wish I had it. Like, I should have it right here, Terry, shouldn't I? I mean, silly thing. I moved my bookshelves, so. But it was about color, and I'm trying to. Sorry, Corey, I'm gonna butcher the name of the book because it's how to stitch with reckless abandon is the tagline, and I always love that.
Yeah.
But it talks a lot about how color looks on fabric and how the color can change. So
yeah,
great. And she said that's so awesome, Corey, about your story.
Oh gosh, traveling down to Houston. Yeah. Yeah.
Never too many quilt store stops. My husband says I can spot a quilt store no matter how fast the car is going.
That's 100%, 150%. I agree.
Yeah. All right, I finished block 2.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's gonna be super cute.
So how many blocks is this going to end up being?
I don't know until I get bored. Color, thread, and free motion quilting. Thank you. How to Stitch with Reckless Abandon. That's the name of the book. It's out of print, but you can still get the digital download on CNT, and it's worth it.
Oh, cool.
BJ said, old ears, 713 is our boot. 713. Yep.
7/13.
Thank you, Randy, for helping. And that's great.
7/13, February 20th through 23rd.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. Phoenix, Arizona.
We are gonna have fun.
We are.
I have to rent the Airbnb.
Oh yes, please. I'd like to have somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I remembered when we were on the call, I was like, oh shoot, that was on my list for today. Along with a million other things that were on my list for today.
I still have a million things on my list, but I was just like, meh.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'll just I'll do as much as I can do, but I'm not missing my 3 p.m.
You've done a lot. You've done a lot this week.
That's been a busy week. Terry said it's not out of print. She said it's still in print.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Do we have to order it directly from you, Terry, or just certain stores have it? Oh, that's funny. You ever all of a sudden look at a piece of fabric that you've got and all of a sudden realize what the print is?
Yeah.
There's this little print, and you're not even gonna be able to see it, but I thought they were like little geese or something, and then I just noticed this little dark one, and I realized they're little mice.
They're little mice. Oh,
isn't that so cute?
That's cute.
Except I think I'm gonna behead that little one.
Don't behead the mice.
Almost at the like just at the 1/4 inch mark. I might have to just see if I can carefully not behead him because he's cute.
Right. Terry said order it from C&T Publishing or Poppy Quilt and Sew.
Ah, Poppy Quilt and Sew. Nice. Which I believe Poppy Quilts and Sew is where Terry was demoing.
Not Tessie.
Tessie was my dog.
Oh.
My beloved dog that I just lost.
Oh.
Sometimes when I get tired, even my kids will get called names like that.
I love it when my mom goes down the line of people that used to live in the house with her. And she still didn't make it to me. She's like, Ryan, Darren. I'm like, Mom. Hey, come on now. It's my favorite.
It's the thing. It's the thing that we women have. Men can't find things in the refrigerator, and women can't remember names.
It'd be that way sometimes.
Okay, I didn't get. I just made it. See?
Oh, he's good.
Not yet.
He has lived to slay another day.
Indeed.
Yes.
Slay another day.
All right. The fun thing about paper piecing is you can really get in and now everything ends up being on the bias, which is kind of just how it works. But you can really get in with these tiny little scraps, and as long as they can cover the piece that you needed to cover and still have about a 1/4 inch on either side, you're good. And that's another reason I like one of these light boxes so you can kind of see through the fat. Yeah, he's not making it. I tried.
I was gonna say, I'm like 1/4 inch. That's really
close. It's possible.
I mean, it's possible if you
get possible, but I might be saying words that end a stream though.
It was so funny, working on magazines, and we would frequently have paper pieced projects in the magazine. We had our rules for what we calculated for pieces of fabric and what we would put as a disclaimer.
Yeah.
But every single time we would print one of those, I would get a note from somebody. Either we were over calculating how much fabric they needed or under calculating.
Oh yeah.
There are people who like to have a good inch over, they want a huge piece of fabric. And then there are people who really just like you, are as long as it's a 1/4 inch, I'm good.
Yeah. I try to make every piece doable, or I try to use every piece of fabric because as you can see, I just kind of rip and tear and cut and do what I need to do to make it work. I'd rather not have the stress of having to make it perfect because the technique does that for me. So
yes, I was about to say, like,
I'm not going to stress about it.
No matter what you do.
Yep.
You don't cut it too short or cut or the triangles, man.
Triangles. Yeah, there's a piece in my wings. I can't even find it now, but there was a piece in my wings that I'd cut the wrong way. So like there was a little tiny overlap of fabric. There wasn't a hole, but it was an overlap of fabric. So I cut out the exact size that I needed of this and folded it back and then fused it on. So it looks like it was another part of the paper piecing.
There you go.
I had to do what I had to do, folks. I wasn't taking it all apart.
Sometimes.
But that was done.
Another one of my friends, Lori Baker, I used to work with her, and she actually worked on Quilter's newsletter. For those of you who are around back in the Quilter's newsletter days, she has the most creative stories of the ways that she's fixed things that have gone awry.
Oh yeah.
Well, there was a quilt where she sewed a twig over it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a wall hanging, so she just like went all art on it.
All right.
She stitched embroidery over it. She's done all kinds of things, and it's just hilarious because she's like, "Well, I'm making it work because she's not gonna unsew it."
Right. Yeah, it's not coming out. I really wish that stitches, when you make a mistake, would come out as fast as they go in. That would be wonderful.
I mean, yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes you just roll with it.
It's true.
Yeah. All right, buddy, we've hit the 5 o'clock mark.
Me? Oh my goodness.
I know. We've been chilling for 2 hours. It's been fun.
It has been loads of fun. We need to do this again.
We do. So this is where I got on my second part.
Yay.
And this is all that's my little paper side that's left. So then I'll be.
Here's mine.
Oh, they look so good.
My little scrappy quilts. My quilt box. That'd be super cute.
Good. Awesome. Well, Tracy, thanks for hanging out with me.
Well, thanks for inviting me. You made my day.
I'm glad. Thank you. And thank you all so much for watching, joining, keeping up the conversation in the chat. We absolutely love that. This video should stay around on our social platform. So if you're watching it later, feel free to leave comments or questions in there. And Tracy and I both get those so we can get those back to you, answers back to you. And then let us know if you liked this kind of just fun, relaxing, hanging out type of vibe. That way we can schedule out some more, maybe a little bit more in advance than the 4 hours that we did last time or this time. And we had an absolute blast with you. I had fun. I had a blast.
I did too.
So many different things. All right, guys.